Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Elizabeth Kafaru and I'm an experienced UI and UX designer. So today I'm going to be taking you through the roadmap to UI UX design, product design. So if you are a beginner or you are still thinking about it, or you want to change your career path, right? So you want to switch to UI UX, and this is the video for you. So I'm going to be telling you the right courses to take, and I'll also be dropping the link to some of these courses in the description of this video. So I believe by now you understand what UI is and you understand what UX is. If you do not understand, you might have to check through my previous video where I talked about different skills and I explained what UI and UX is. So UI means user interface and the UX means user experience. So as a UI and UX designer, before my career started from graphic design. Before now, I was thinking that UI, UX, and graphic design, they are literally the same thing, but no, they are not. So in UI, UX, you have to brainstorm a lot. You have to think because the goal for me is not just to design visually an appealing product. It's also to solve human problems and through designs, right? So the first course I wanted to take is to be on a Google US course that you'll be taking. Google US course. I'm going to attach the link on this description, so do well to check the description for the link. So this course really is about is divided into about 8 or 9 courses, if I'm correct. During my time here, so then each of these courses has modules, and so you can use about 3 to 4 months to learn, or 3, 4, 5 or 6 months, depending on the number of time you dedicate on the course in the day. So I finished mine in about 3 to 4 months. So you're going to be learning user experience. You're going to be learning a lot in your user experience. You're going to be learning design thinking process, which are into 5 phases. You have empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and testing. So all this process where you have to empathize with the users, and that is the process of you want to build something for a user. You have to where the users and you know what empathy is, right? So empathy is different from sympathy, right? Good. So you need to empathize with the users, and in this process that's where you'll be doing your research, right? You're going to be carrying out your research depending on the kind of research you want to do. So depending on the methods of research you want to use, depending on the product you are building. So you are going to, conduct your research and build out something, develop something they call the user persona, and that's under define, where you define the user's goals, frustrations, the user's validator, and all, and ensuring that you are making research on the right target audience users. So after this, you are going to, do the ideation process. That's number 3, where you brainstorm, right? You can use card sorting. You do quantitative analysis. For example, we have Milo, we have Bonvita. You can compare if you want to do something similar, where you have to do a quantitative analysis for Milo and Bonvita. What's the weakness? What are they doing well? You get. So you're also going to do a user story, a journey map. You're going to do user flow, right? So you're going to also, after that, you're going to do a sketch. And when you do your Google US design course, you're going to be taught something they call the crazy 8 sketches. So crazy 8 sketches, you're going to draw it out. Then what you learn by then is like the first 8 thoughts that comes to you after you've done all your research. So you draw it out, right? Using your pen, your pencil, and your book and all that. So after that, you can now do a paper wireframe as well, using still your paper and your pen. Then you convert to a digital wireframe, and you also do your low fidelity prototype. That's prototyping number 4. High fidelity prototype as well before you now do your user testing. Another user testing, we have 2 types of usability testing. We have the moderated or unmoderated. All those things I've said, you will learn them extensively in this course, Google UX Design course. Beware or know, something you need to know. Most people do not finish this course because it's not that easy, right? It's something you have to dedicate a lot of time. You have to be intentional about learning this course, and you have to be consistent. Giving up is not your option. It's not an option rather. So, and another thing is, if you have started this course, right, or you're about to start, and maybe you'll be starting after this video, or eventually you have started, or you'll be starting after this video, and you are stuck. You have, you have an assignment, or a classwork that you are giving, and you do not really know what to do, you don't understand, you can just let me know in the comments. I'm going to do a video on it to explain it. So it is not something easy, but it is something that will help you, right? In fact, after I finished my own course, and I was, applying, when I was applying for UI UX design courses and design role, after I finished taking this Google UX course, I had the highest mark when they did assessment for us, because I understood everything. I understood everything. Everything was already in that course, because that course is really like extensive. It's really detailed. So if you take that course, you should be able to, think, ruminate, and brainstorm on how to really solve, how to really give ideas to products and all that. So it's really, really help you. Another course I took after taking that course is I took some IBM courses on design thinking, because the process that works for me in using to solve human problem majorly is design thinking. So I really took a lot of IBM courses on that. And after that, I took courses on, we use Figma as a tool. For example, after you have done those prototype, for example, after you have done the prototype, and that's the high fidelity, low fidelity, before you do your low fidelity and high fidelity prototype, even your digital wireframe, you'll be needing a Figma, right? So as a tool to do this, so you need to learn how to use Figma. So in my next video, I'm going to be teaching I'm going to be doing an extensive video on how to use Figma, right? So, and also, technology, the way coding also is, like programming language, they update every time. The coding we are using 10 years ago, now we have new ones that, much more easier. So you need to be up to date with technology tools and softwares. So, Figma update, they add new tools every time. So Figma of 5 years ago is, the interface has changed. If you use Figma 5 years ago, and that's the last time you use Figma, trust me, when you go on Figma now, the interface has changed. You will now see some things at the bottom of Figma right now, Figma software. So you need to learn how to use Figma as well. And there are resources on YouTube, just like I said, I'm going to be starting a course on how to use Figma. So, but I want you to start with user experience first. Then after you've learned the user experience, right? So you can now learn user interface, which is you learning how to now, after you know the product you want to do, okay, this product is going to solve problems, then you can now have a tool, which is Figma, to now use in bringing out this product or this idea to life, right? Now doing a website, okay, how do I do this? How do I ensure that, color combination is good? How do I generate my color codes? There's something they call white space on UI. When you are doing your UI, ensure that you use the white space rule. Typography, how do I save my typography? What is typography itself? Typography are fonts that I'll be using, and your font has to be legible. You need to consider accessibility for people that has one disorder or one thing or the other. For example, I use glasses. I'm short sight. If you are building something for me, someone like me, and for example, let's say it's a website, and I can't read it, I'm struggling to read it, I would just, I mean, I will not even use seconds on that website. I will leave because I really do not want to add to my problem. I do not want to read something that's going to give me more issues. Or color combination, yellow on a very light yellow on color white. You know what I mean? It's really bad. So avoiding all those kind of things, considering accessibility, or even adding a gesture to your product, or even adding gesture to your product, and also doing it in such a way that users can, pick what they want. They can do grid, they can do normal lists, arranging, giving them the ability to customize the product themselves the way they want it to be. Do you get? So ensuring that it is visually appealing, right? Good. So ensuring that users will want to see what you are doing, not like everything is just jam packed, everything is squeezed. Avoiding that, right? So that is the whole UI, that's user interface. Ensuring that you work smartly, not the one that you will just be, you will not create a design system. Ensuring you work with a design system that will make it to work with, collaborate with other UI designers. So when you create a design system, like 4 or 5 people can work on that same project using that design system, to avoid you using doing different things. So everything will still be uniform. So far there's a design system, knowing design system, understanding, mood board, understanding hi-fi, understanding color combination, font styles, and how to select your fonts, how to generate your color codes, white space, how to do your micro interactions, prototyping, how to prototype. So you'll be learning all those things, right? So, and when you do that, then after you have finished your um, Google UX course, and you have taken some more design thinking process, more user experience courses, UX courses, then you go to taking UI courses. You can stick to me on Figma, or sorry, on YouTube. I'm going to be teaching that here. So after that, we are now going to, at least you are dedicated at least 6 months, right? So do you know the beautiful things about life? You can be working and you can still be learning. I enjoy learning a lot. I love learning. So I love to learn new things, right? So that is why YouTube is one of my best social media. Because on YouTube you're going to learn a lot of things. So enjoy learning. So you do not need to know everything before you start. You can still, be working and still be learning. So after you have finished your US course and your UI course, so after you have finished your US course and your UI course, then you can take up a volunteer role or an internship, right? So take up an internship role or a volunteer role where a senior UI UX designer or a mid-level UI UX designer is going to lead you, so you can learn from them. You also, learn and have an experience, know how to work, in a team, know how to work with your fellow UI UX designer. Do you understand? So it's going to give you a whole lot of, it's going to add, you learn on the job as well. So it's going to add a lot of value to you. Learning from, designers is going to add a lot of value to you, and it's going to, you have that experience. It's going to give you an idea of how things are done, right? So another thing you need to do is, while you are learning, you can just decide to, check the job description of a UI and UX designer to really see, okay, I can now do this now. I can't do this yet, or I cannot do this now. That really prepares you ahead. Do you understand? It prepares you ahead of where you are going. It prepares you ahead of, you applying for jobs and all that. So something I need to tell you is UI UX design is really interesting. It's not too easy, but and also it's really, really interesting. If you enjoy solving human problems, I think you need to go into UI UX. Also note that UI UX is not just, triangle or just Figma. It's beyond Figma. It is solving human problems, right? So if you enjoy doing this, then you are welcome. So you're welcome on board to the team. So as I said at the beginning of this video, I'll be dropping the link to the Google US design course and maybe the IBM course as well. So, but the Google UI UX design course, I'm sure I'll be dropping the link in the description of this video. So, see you in my next video, and thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video as well. You might be saving a life. So, thank you. Bye.